Welcome to EduRev.
Hi, I'm Apurva Tidke. I'm a verbal ability and reading comprehension trainer at EduRev. I have trained hundreds of students in verbal ability and reading comprehension and helped them get into top B schools. Today we are going to discuss nouns and pronouns. First of all, what is a noun? A noun is a name of something or a word that identifies something. For example, Bengaluru. Bengaluru is a city. Banana. Banana is a fruit. Right? Next, what is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that comes in a statement in lieu of the noun. Meaning that whenever we are using pronoun, we are basically using it as a stand-in for the noun. For example, we might say Radha went to the market along with her mother. Here, Radha is the noun and her is the pronoun. Let's take a look at types of nouns. Common nouns, proper nouns, abstract nouns, concrete nouns, countable nouns, uncountable nouns, material nouns, and collective nouns. Let's take a look at different types of pronouns. Personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, reflexive pronouns, indefinite pronouns, etc. Now, let's take a look at some example questions. The direction for the questions are as follows. Every sentence is divided into 4 sections, A, B, C, and D. There is some error in one of these sections. Read the sentence carefully and mark the incorrect section. However, if you feel that there is no error in the sentence, you can mark the part D. Let's take a look at the first question now. Nandini works hard every day so she can send his daughter to the school. This is the statement. Okay, option A, Nandini works hard. Option B, every day so she can. Option C, send his daughter to school. And option D, no error. Now, if we take a look at the statement, we see that we are talking about Nandini. Nandini, as we can guess from the name, is a female, right? So what should be the pronouns that are associated with a female? Her, she, etc. You can observe that in part C, we see that it is saying send his daughter. Here, his is a pronoun that is used for males, and therefore that particular pronoun is wrong, and the error is in part C. What should be the correct statement? The correct statement would be Nandini works hard every day so that she can send her daughter to school. Let's take a look at the statement. Ram and Vishal both went to the market to buy new shirts for themselves. Okay, let's break it down. Option A, Ram and Vishal both. Option B, went to the mall. Option C, to buy new shirts for themselves. And option D, no error. If we can take a look at this statement, we see that there is no error in the sentence. Why? Now, first of all, we have to understand what is the subject of this particular statement. Here, the subject are two people, right? Ram and Vishal. Both of them form the subject, and therefore they are plural in nature. When we look at the pronoun used, the pronoun is themselves, to buy shirts for themselves, right? So themselves is plural in nature, and the subject Ram and Vishal is plural in nature, and the plurality match, and therefore there is no problem in this particular statement. The answer therefore is D. Understood? Let's move on. Let's take a look at another example. The scissors sold by the corner shop were not sharp at all. The scissors sold by the corner shop were not sharp at all. Option A, the scissors sold. Option B, by the corner shop. Option C, were not sharp at all. And option D, no error. Now, let us take a look at the statement. Here we see that we are seeing two particular problems here. The first is the scissor, and then later on in the statement, we see that another auxiliary verb that has been used is were. Okay, so now when we see the scissor, it sounds like a singular verb, while the auxiliary verb were sounds like a plural. Here, the problem is the first part of the statement says the scissor, which should actually be the scissors. Why? Because several things are plural by nature as they come as a pair. For example, trousers. Trousers, 2 legs, right? Earrings, 2 earrings always. Scissors, we have 2 particular parts of scissor which are similar to each other, and therefore such words will automatically form a plural noun in its original form itself, and therefore they have to be used in that way. So the error is in first part of the statement, option A. The emphasis on the scissors, not the scissor. Here, therefore, the statement should be, the scissors sold by the corner shop were not sharp at all. Moving on, let's take a look at this statement. We saw several aircrafts flying towards the Red Fort while they painted a tricolor in the sky. Option A, we saw several aircrafts. Option B, flying towards the Red Fort. Option C, while they painted a tricolor in the sky. And option D, no error. Here, if we take a look at the statement, we find that the error is in part A of the statement. Why? Because just like we saw that there are several words which are originally plural in nature, there are several words which are originally singular in nature, even if they are referring to multiple units of that particular word. For example, even if there is one plane, we are going to call it an aircraft. And even if there are 10 planes, we are still going to call the bunch of them aircraft. We are not going to use the plural form aircrafts for that. Okay? So, the final answer, the final corrected statement should be, we saw several aircraft flying towards the Red Fort while they painted a tricolor in the sky. Let's take a look at another interesting example now. The table's leg was broken when the villain fell on it. Option A, the table's leg was. Option B, broken when the villain. Option C, fell on it. And option D, no error. Here in the statement, when we look at the first part of the statement, we see that the table's leg is being mentioned. Whenever we use apostrophe S, we use it to show some kind of possession. For example, the cow's tail, the mosquito's buzzing, or Rajni's car. Here, the most important rule to remember is that we use apostrophe S only when we are talking about animate objects, because only animate objects can exert some kind of possession on the surroundings they have. Inanimate objects, for example the table, cannot exert any kind of possession on anything, and therefore to resolve this particular problem we will make use of of. How? So the correct statement is, the leg of the table was broken when the villain fell on it. So in these videos and through these examples, we studied that we have to take care of gender specific pronouns. We have to be careful about the plurality of compound nouns. We have to check about the singular and plural original forms of several nouns. And we have to be sure about the animate and inanimate nouns while using the apostrophe S. Thanks for watching. I hope you understood how to spot noun and pronoun errors in a sentence. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.